It is Sunday, March 29th, and welcome to Agent Paranormal Quarantined. With me tonight, I've got four awesome investigators and co-hosts. Kevin, he's a little square to my right, and then there's Chris.
Hello, how you doing?
And, of course, the mighty Pete Leonard.
Hello. What's going on?
If it wasn't for that candle, Pete, we wouldn't even see your face. It's sort of bizarre. There you go.
See my face?
If it didn't get any creepier, it just did. Perfect. Can somebody screenshot that? That's awesome.
That does look pretty cool.
I don't think both eyes are looking in the same direction. But then again, the screen is so small.
Well, thank you for joining us this Sunday night. We know everyone's locked in their home or should be locked in their home, unless you're in New York City. Yeah. We're good.
I'm good, Pete. Thanks.
A virtual nut. Okay. Appreciate that. So anyways, like I was saying, you're probably at home. You're probably quarantined. You're probably riding out this whole coronavirus pandemic. Unless you're in New York City, then you're probably doing what you do in everyday life anyways. And that's why they've got so many cases down there. But our hearts go out to them. We hope that they're all safe, and we hope that they get it under control. Unfortunately, the pandemic, the virus has made its way to upstate New York. We have cases now in our county. So with that being said, we'll be a distraction to everybody. And tonight we want to do a special type of event. Pete did this a few times on his own Facebook channel. And it was a spirit box session. And tonight we want to do it for you live through Disruption. That is a network that we're on right now. So we're going to do this live. This is going to be the first thing. We're actually going to have Kevin, myself, Chris, and Peter. Hi, Pete.
Maeve should be here soon. She's just not here yet.
Oh my God, what happened to Maeve?
Oh, that's Maeve. Are you sure she wasn't kidnapped, Kevin?
What's that?
Are you sure she wasn't kidnapped?
She might have been.
Yeah.
Here, I'm just gonna do the puppet hand, and that'll be good.
Okay, so that's Maeve. Okay, perfect. So Peter, why don't you go ahead and fire up that spirit box, my friend?
Yeah, that's Maeve.
Okay.
Before you do that, actually, why don't you give us a little quick dissertation of what you got there on the table, so our audience knows what this thing is, because pretty much all they see is this glowing candle in your face.
I'm sorry, I had a mouthful of nuts.
All right, bye.
That's why I like you guys. You're sick in the head. Can I give a public service announcement first?
Of course.
Okay. In the world of the metaphysics, the great, how do I want to put this? The God energy is at the center of your brain. You are of the creator. You have creator energy in you. That doesn't mean you are the creator. You cannot stop a speeding bullet. If you stick your hand in fire, you're going to get burned. Stay the F home. I am so sick and tired of being stuck indoors. Stay the F home. Just because the creator is in you, you can get the virus. I have a German wife who beats me. Okay? Stay home. Oh God, I hear her coming down the stairs. All right, so like Rich said, we have what's called a spirit box. It's an AM/FM radio that's been manipulated. It's going to scan 6 to 8 radio stations per second. A bunch of gobbledygook is going to come through. But then spirits are going to talk to us. That gobbledygook is fed into a guitar pedal. That guitar pedal kills all of the nasty static. It's then pumped into whatever the hell that's called, an amp or something. That gives the spirit some lungal activity so it can speech, if that makes sense to it. Then we pump it out through a speaker, and then we're going to hear whatever the hell we're going to hear. Thanks to Rich last week, he made me mention a demon who came through. I've had diarrhea ever since. It could be the virus because nobody's staying the hell home either. But
I don't know. That burrito you had the other morning before you did that might have been cause of that.
Yeah.
It could be. I've been eating a lot of kale too. It helps you fart and poop nicely. All right. So I'm sweeping AM. How are we going to do this, Rich? You guys going to throw questions out?
We're going to throw questions, and then Chris or Kevin is going to watch the chatter coming through the message board.
Yes.
And if anyone has any questions, we'll interject.
So can personages call in too, or are we just all on the massage board?
I think it's just on the message, I think.
Okay. All right. You want me to fire her up?
Fire it up.
Oh, spirits! Spirits who are border than us.
That's totally not how it works.
Who would like to talk to us?
Oh, Pete.
Please come talk to us. Only positive white energy beings are allowed to speak with us. Everyone who's listening and participating, I surround you in a big ball of white light and blue flame. You are protected. Don't mock it, Kevin. Don't mock it. Did you do my homework? Did you guys do my homework? I gave you an exorcism video. Did you do it? Probably not.
I didn't see that one.
I've been watching bad ghost documentaries.
Is there anyone here who would like to talk to us? Can you tell us your name? Can you tell me the name of someone listening? See, you had to get it all pissed off, didn't you, Kevin? Now it's not going to talk to us. Oh, spirits of the great divine, please talk to us. What is your name?
Now who's mocking it, Houdini?
Yeah, right?
Don't make me ask for him. You know who I'm talking to. Or who I'm talking about.
Sleeping?
No.
This cat's going to make me poop. I keep hearing things moving. I think it's the cloud.
Pete, you mentioned the name.
Hello? Are you there? The other night we were talking to Elizabeth. Is she there? Can you say my name? I would like to place a station call to a spirit guide. Is a spirit guide available to talk to me? Spirit guide, what is your name? Help us answer a question that all have been dying to hear. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? African or European?
Pete, are you sweeping on AM or FM?
AM.
What's the sweep rate?
We're going about 8 stations.
Hi, May.
I'm using the old school one, so it's... Hello? Is there anyone out there? Does anybody remember me from the Titanic? Was I wearing the heart of the ocean? You guys want to fire some questions out?
Is there anybody there that can say my name?
Can someone tell Kevin his name?
So weird. It sounds like a dog barking through my headset.
You know, I was thinking the same thing about that.
Can you tell me how old you are?
Hello? Let me sweep it back to FM. AM doesn't seem to work here. We have a Maeve.
There's a
Hi,
Maeve.
Maeve.
Hi, Maeve.
Hi, Maeve. I see the little one there too.
This is super quiet.
Yeah.
Hello?
Is there a spirit guide that we can talk with? Is there a spirit guide can open the channels for us?
Quad Noman may heal us. Hello? Could you tell us your name? Swear word? Can you tell us what dimension you're talking to us from?
A few years back when Pete got the portal, we started using this technique about asking for a spirit guide. This is something we witnessed from Chris Moon, who's a psychic medium and a kind of a pioneer in spirit communication. He's got a lot of the Telephone of the Dead boxes. His boxes are actually made of wood, and Frank Sumption, I believe, is the gentleman that made it for him. But he started asking for spirit guides to connect to the other side. And we actually have a video, or not a video, I'm sorry, an audio where Pete asked for a spirit guide, and clearly it came through and it said me. He asked if there was one there, and it said me and hello. So it's worked a couple times.
Yes.
Yes, what?
What name did you just say?
Dropped your head.
K2 meter.
Can you tell us your name?
Papa. Papa what? Papa Shango? Ma'am, what is your name?
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Flo?
Sound like Papa to me, the first one.
You guys hearing the ladies talking?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm hearing conversation in the background too.
Hello?
It's a lot of noises I don't think I've ever heard before.
I've heard that one.
I also have the volume a lot higher than usual too, so you guys can hear it. Like it's almost deafening here.
I can hear it well.
Yeah.
May I speak with the spirit technician immediately? I am the incarnation of Peter Leonard. I must speak to a spirit technician. If someone is here that would like to talk to us who's not negative in nature, allow them to talk to us. I don't know what that was. Will I still be working at home in May? You son of a...
Did you hear yes too, Pete?
Will I still be working at home in June? Did you hear what's happening?
Heard something.
Well, sir, there's a opening that may allow you to talk to us. Can you hear me? I'm coming to you from fourth dimension Earth right now. What dimension are you in? Zero zero 10110. Can someone open a line of communication with Valiant Thor? I'd like to speak with Valiant Thor. I apologize for what our government did to you. Some of us would like to talk to you and learn. Well, did you guys hear it? It was very faint. The word Valiant came out in the background.
Really?
Pete, are you recording this with your audio recorder?
Yes. Do you have a message for anyone listening? Do you have a message for anyone listening?
I'll be right back, guys.
Kevin, bring me a Coke.
Aw.
Uh-oh.
Someone's not happy.
Well. Can you tell me what year it is?
It got very quiet.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what year it is?
Sir, what is your name? It's really quiet.
Yeah.
There's very faint talking in the background. Do you hear it?
Very, very faintly.
I don't. I didn't know. I mean, I
It's
can
hard to
hear
tell.
Like, I can barely hear it. I don't know how good the phone is picking it up. Yes? Who just said my name? Who just said my name? Hi, Alex. Hi, Ron. I am the incarnation Peter Leonard, living on fourth dimension Earth. Who are we talking to? May I please speak with someone from the fifth dimension? Many psychics and seers cannot see past the fifth dimension. They say it is being blocked, that the angels can no longer communicate with Earth. Is this true? Someone from the fifth dimension. Who is blocking the outer dimensions? All right, this is a question just for the sake of asking. Do angels need the help? Do angels need our help? Can any of the archangels help us with the virus problem? What is my name?
They just say Peter.
There's a guy that's been talking in the background nonstop. I can't make him out.
Yeah, it's a little too faint to pick up on in here.
Yeah.
How about now? Can you talk to us now? Excuse me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Wow, it is really quiet, Pete.
Yeah.
It just went quiet.
Yeah. It got real chatty there for a second and then it just went dead.
Hello?
Does anyone need help?
Hello? How about
Thanks,
now?
Todd.
Can you work here?
Does anyone need help?
I heard help. Who needs help?
Who?
Hello? Someone said it, they said it. Someone said they need help?
Who needs help? What is your name?
There was a kid right there. To the child, what is your name? Quad nomen, may he last. I can't make him out.
Is it a boy or a girl that you heard?
Oh boy. Can anyone see us? Can you tell me your name, please? I didn't catch her name.
What was that?
Ma'am, can you tell me your name? It almost sounded like Todd. I'm responsible. What are we responsible for? Is there a spirit on that other side that is dominant? Can you speak for them? Can you convey the message they're trying to convey? Hello? That was pretty clear. What do you need help with? Do you realize that you are no longer on Earth? Do you have a message for someone who's listening?
What was that, Pete?
I couldn't make it out. What did you think you heard?
It sounded to me like a female voice. I didn't understand it.
Ooh, it's starting to thunder over here.
Yeah, we just got that too.
Can you tell me the name of someone listening?
They just say Rich.
I hope not.
Would you like to talk to Rich?
I'm here. Let's chat.
Do we have to worry about the virus? Several people have asked me to ask, is this the rapture? Something's telling me to drop in the AM here. Hold on a second. Does someone want to talk to us? Who would like to talk to us?
What was that?
Sounded like a really quiet whisper there.
Yeah.
What number comes after 4? Hello? Jesus.
Yeah, that was loud.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin,
You know-
you want to come change my diaper?
When you were back in FM, I could have swore a few times I heard like a growling noise coming through my headset. I'm not sure if anybody picked that up, but
I didn't hear a growl. I did hear that whisper, and there was a few times that I heard like a childlike voice.
Yes.
But there is also a male voice that I hear talking to me.
well, that's what I'm hearing through my headset every once in a while.
Who wants to talk to us? We'd like to talk to any of the ladies that are present. Can any of the ladies talk to us? Gentlemen, what are your names? Hello? I heard too quiet and then a lot of people laughing. Who's too quiet? Yes.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I'm going to disconnect the Herkimer Diamond. See if that helps. So what is what? The Herkimer Diamond?
Yeah. Yes, I hear you.
Okay, so we have what's called the what's his name? Tesla experimented with a lot of germanium, and Edison too. So they've created a special spirit microphone made out of germanium diodes. So I have a Herkimer diamond resting on that. They say that the Herkimer diamonds are really good for spirit communication, lucid dreaming, and raising vibration. So I had that microphone and the spirit box pumping into the portal. So now we just have the radio. So we're going just radio. Oh, that was flash of lightning out there. Hello? Got thunder and lightning over here. Can you talk to us better with the storm? Does that energy help you? Hello? Hello? Do we have any extraterrestrials that would like to speak to us? Again, I put an open invitation out there to Valiant Thor. What is your favorite movie? What is your favorite moving picture? Did you like the movie The Poltergeist? Did you like The Exorcist? You're not my mother! You know what your mother does in hell, right, Damien Karras?
Oh, so we're gonna go this direction, huh?
Wow.
No. I'm just trying to liven the crowd up.
We could call our old friend back, Peter.
Maybe that's what we're hearing in the background.
Klaus. I don't give you power. Why do you stay at the Rucker Mansions? Did you have fun at our paranormal birthday party? I think it's hailing outside.
I think so.
Oh, damn, it's hailing outside.
Yeah.
We don't have a tornado watch, do we?
No, I do not believe so.
That's pretty big. It's like marble sized here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hitting the windows here.
Fire on the flight deck, fire on the flight deck. All hands lend assist. Damn. You see what we did, Rich, by saying KLAUS?
What happened? The storm? The hail?
Oh, hell.
Damn, it's coming down. Can you tell us your name? Hello? Hello, how are you? My name is Peter. What is yours? You're fine. God willing, that's a good thing. What is your name, madam? May I have your name, madam? I would love to talk with you. My name is Peter. Apparently, we should all be watching that Tiger whatever instead of this. I know. What the hell is that? Is that like a TV series? Or?
I'm not sure.
It's a Netflix documentary.
Documentary.
It's like a.
Who just said documentary? Was that a woman's voice?
It was me.
That was Maeve.
Oh.
No. That came from the box. That came from the box.
I was like, that was clear as hell.
Hello, Peter.
There it is again, Pete.
What will I eat for dinner tomorrow?
Heard that.
Okay, so the sky went from white to absolute black. I know I'm not supposed to divine. Is there a tornado coming, spirits? Oh my God, it's got cold in. Oh, the window's open. Oh my God, it got really cold in. The window's open. What is your favorite food? Cake? Are we talking to Marie Antoinette? Can we eat cake too? Do you not like me busting your balls? Talk. Swear at me. Swear at me. I gotta pay $19.99 a month for that. Swear at me. Come on. Did I tickle your fancy? Someone please come for a roundabout and give me a whirly whirl. Good Lord, man, would you please talk to us?
Obviously, this quarantine is getting to a lot of people.
Yes.
Let's go back to the help thing. We got a couple responses off of that.
Okay,
Are we
I'll let you guys ask questions for a second.
Were we over on the FM side?
Yes, we are FMing.
We're
Hi.
feminine. We're feminine. All right, let me try a couple questions.
Okay.
You ready? Does anyone need help? Does anyone need help? Can you please tell us your name? Can you tell us how old you are? Can you tell us how you died? What? All right.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
Sorry, I have to step away and fill a bucket. Prim and proper, who are we speaking to? People. What people?
I heard age. I heard 7 3 times.
Did you just say something, Kevin?
Yeah, I was talking to Maeve. When Rich asked for an age, I heard a younger voice say 7 twice, and then an older male voice say 7.
Are you 7 years old? Are you 7 years old or are you 77 years old?
You're what? There was a 7 in there.
Did it sound like it was female or male?
Female.
We're getting hit by your storm right now.
So I have to ask a non-paranormal related question. What was the name of the Fonz's girlfriend?
Which one?
Was it Pinky Duskadero?
I think it was Pinky.
In your face, Candy. In your face. I'm on my second can of Diet Coke now. Do you know Pinky Duskadero?
See what?
Yeah, that's what I
Hey. Is the only way in out? It is. The only way in is out. So this is the kind of people I hang out with. I got a question here on my watch party. This is a question for the spirits. Oh, spirits, when you are in spirit form, do you still fart? That answer your question? All right. Trousers?
Oh,
What do you do in your trousers?
wow.
I'm sorry.
What did it say?
I thought it said have a good time. That was clear as day. I gotta see if the recorder picked it up. Just don't look at one. Lady, you're hilarious. Who am I talking to? What do you do in your trousers? If I do something in my trousers, it takes a whole roll of toilet paper and some baby wipes. Keep that butt. You guys are killing me. I love you. Who am I talking to?
This would only happen in the spirit session with Pete.
Right?
Right? Yeah, right.
I couldn't find Potty Pete. That's what took me so long from logging on. I was trying to find Potty Pete. King Arthur. Do you know King Arthur? Do you know his cousin Circumference? He built the round table.
Oh, oh, Pete.
Sorry, throw questions out. Throw questions out.
Maybe they know where your potty Pete is.
Oh,
Andy's probably holding it with a gun to its head.
I think actually KLAUS took it.
In Cincinnati.
I'll go in a little.
Ma'am, I'll only ask one more time. What do you do in your trousers? Does anyone else ever poop their bloomers? Three?
You think?
It's all right if you do. I mean,
So 3, I think.
is it smelly? Back off, people. I'm a scientist. Ooh, you okay?
What did
you
it say?
stub your toe? He was like, ow! Did you stub your toe? Swear at me. Make popcorn? I should have thought of that myself. Isn't Kevin such a cutie pie? He's demonic?
Oh, maybe. You know.
Or he knows Mike Demonic? You know somebody named Mike Demonic? Klaus. Does someone have a message for Rich? You know.
What do I know? What's my message? What is the message?
Can you repeat that? Is there anyone that we should be careful of? We recently did an investigative meeting in a little someplace. Is there something there we should know about? We were told that people there practice satanic mass. Is that true? Do we have to worry about fainting goats? Do you have a message for me? Do you have a message for Chris?
Very quiet.
Do you have a message for Kevin?
If you have a message, speak clearly and speak up. I can't hear you.
What? You have a message for Maeve?
Same goes for her.
Do any of us have overdue library books?
No. It's not due till April 4th.
It's a 90-day extension on that.
I was actually concerned about that.
Help. What do you need help with? I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please? Is something attached to my spirit box?
What'd that say?
Is there an entity that's attached to my box?
Kind of a personal question to ask there, Pete.
Uh,
Jesus.
Did you
What
pick
about
that up
the-
in port?
Did I pick that up in porn?
That too.
So, Rich, let's give them a second to get their spirits together. Do we want to give the people that just listening a little update on our investigation thingy, in case they haven't seen our posts?
Can
I
you
don't
hear
think
us, Rich?
Realized was talking.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Something went down for a second or two.
Oh, I was like, do you want to give our audience an update on the Rucker event? And back to the box.
Okay, I'm back. I don't
Okay.
know what's going on, so I can hear you now.
He's back.
Okay. What was your question? I'm sorry.
He wants to know if you want to give an update to all of our viewers.
Not everybody at once, okay?
About record.
Yeah, he wants to know if you want to give all of our viewers an update on our Rucker event on the 18th.
Absolutely, Kevin. So I've been in discussion with the Landmark Society of Greater Utica, and they understand most likely that we are going to postpone or reschedule the upcoming event for April 18th. I'm working out a date now. I'd like the people who are listening that bought tickets to the show to know that we are going to reschedule the show. If you can make the rescheduled date, that's great. If you can't and you want to get your money back for that, please let me know. We completely understand there's unusual circumstances here that are outside of our control. So we don't want to hold anyone hostage to that. Normally, when you buy a ticket for one of our events, it's a donation that goes to the Landmark Society as they use those funds to do restoration work to the Rucker Mansion. But I don't think anyone could have foretold the coming of a pandemic and how that kind of screwed everything up for all of us. So we talked it over and we'd like to extend that. I'm going to reach out to the people who bought tickets already to let them know that they have that option. And as right now, we're going to reschedule to May. And, quite honestly, I'm hoping it doesn't go into May, but every time I talk to Pete, we're going to be into September, or we're going to be in October. So, it's just so up in the air. It's ridiculous. So I'd hate to push it into the summer, because the summer is when people have graduation parties on the weekends, vacation. Though I don't know how many people are going to take vacation this year with all this, but
There ain't nobody graduating, apparently.
yeah, that's
Thought
going to
everybody
be.
graduated.
I'm going camping in my backyard.
There you go. So that's the situation right now. I'll reach out to the ticket holders. We'll put a post up onto the page as soon as we get a date. Any Saturday in May pretty much is what we're looking at. So the team and I will assess the dates, and then we'll come up with a reschedule. To be really honest with you, I think most people are just going to reschedule it, because our events are usually unique enough where people usually want to go to the event. You know what I mean? It's not where they're like, oh, just give me my money back. They usually will wait. So we'll see what happens.
And if they do want a refund, unfortunately, right now, the only place you could get it is from the New York City branch of that bank. So you might really want to just hold out a little bit there.
Yeah, it'd be great if everyone could wait till May for the reschedule, but I'm going to make an announcement. I know there's all the ticket holders. I have their information. I'll reach out to them. I just wanted to make sure that I got the availability from Karen over at Landmark to make sure that what dates are available. And then of course they had to make sure the team's available too. If we don't have a team, then what's the sense of having an event?
Yeah.
There you are.
So do you guys want to shoot the baloney a little bit here? Or,
I'm game for
Whatever.
shooting anything.
What would you like to
Don't
talk
eat
about, Pete?
bologna.
I don't know, Rich. We might get our opportunity. We ain't talking. We're talking shoot. Okay. Since I got like forever on my hands all of a sudden, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. Let me throw this out there for discussion with you guys and gals. So the guy was saying this is a very unique time to be on Earth right now. And they're saying that there's so many people have chosen to be on Earth right now. That's why the population exploded. There's a great awakening going on spiritually. So people wanted to just incarnate anywhere on Earth just so they could be here for what's about to come. So the theory is before you incarnate here, you pick your parents, you pick your birthday, you have a mission of why you're here. Many of these people, which I've even called them before background people, said they don't care if they come here as a starving Ethiopian. They just want to be on the planet during this period to say they've been here. I know I'm rambling here a little bit, but so is the virus maybe a way of clearing out all the background people for this awakening that's coming? The awakening meaning there's some big spiritual rift coming that we're all going to find ourselves. We're all going to remember why we were here. Not really like in a biblical sense of like a rapture, but we're all destined to move on to a higher plane. Not in the sense of physical death, but mentally we're ready for that fifth dimension type of thinking. So the virus, this is one of the theories that were posed. So the virus is one of those ways of wiping out all the background people, getting rid of all the excess energy, all the things that don't really need to be here that have a specific mission. I just thought that was a unique train of thought, the video that I watched. I just don't know.
I definitely
share
thought
that.
that myself, because I've also thought of like the rise and the fall of the Roman Empire and how that was where I kind of feel like we are right now at the US is the mega power of the universe, the planet and things like that, and how are we on the cusp of the fall of the US empire, things like that. So I've thought about that and the spiritual side of it and everything too. It's crossed my mind.
Yeah.
You know how I look at this? I look at more, not so much in a spiritual aspect, but this pandemic and the virus and everything. I think the Earth itself has a balance to it, its resources. And when it starts to get to the point where its resources becoming depleted, or when it feels that there's just too much for it to absorb, to deal with, something like this is almost like a control mechanism. You know what I mean? It kind of goes down and kind of like takes whatever human or animal population, whatever there is, and kind of controls it. It's like, boom, you've gotten too big, you're taking the resources, now it's going to basically shrink it back down. And what better way to do it than a microscopic, virus? And essentially that's how I looked at it. And it's almost like, if you believe that the dinosaurs were actually here or not, I don't know, but it's almost like they became just too big for the planet. And of course, an asteroids comet storm came by and took them out. Because, and then the world evolved into something else. So it's almost like it like gauges itself, and and these viruses seem to become worse. They become more powerful and harder to kill, harder to spot. They're evolving, as we evolve, which is kind of scary too, will we get to that point where I'm going to go all Walking Dead on you right now? Are we going to get to that point where a virus does turn the living into, think about it. You can have a virus that makes people sick but they can get better. But if you had a virus that turned the sick into zombies that eat the living, then basically, you got it done, right? If it doesn't kill you with the
Yeah.
virus, it's going to basically kill you with the infected.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm really reaching out there, but I mean, essentially,
No, I mean,
that's
I
how I
feel like
view
it
the whole thing.
all goes together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're all kind of saying the same thing, just different theories.
Yeah, like Vicky just posted, it's more like a reset button in a way. You know.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
But if you
know.
notice a lot of the posts and a lot of the stories, like, you know, going in Italy, I mean, like all the animals, the pollution levels are going down already just by everyone staying indoors and not going out. Things are already starting to reset themselves.
Just
like a
like
control
Rich,
mechanism.
Yeah.
right? Like Rich was saying too. I mean, that goes along with the whole, we got to fix our people, we got to fix our planet. This
Yes.
is one way of doing it.
Yep.
It goes along the lines of even the wildfires that we have. We're getting enormous amounts of wildfires now, and people are like, "Well, it's climate change." Well, it's kind of like a climate cleanse.
Yeah.
We have so many rules and regulations when it comes to forest fires and building a fire in the wilderness and stuff like that, or deforestation. Is that now instead of lightning regularly causing a fire and basically burns up what's on the ground of that forest and turning it back into soil, it's just building a base.
Yeah.
And these trees are getting higher and higher, and they're falling over into timber, but you still got the high trees around them, so you're not really getting anything. You're just getting a lot of timber and kindling at the base of these forests. So now just one little spark causes these catastrophic fires.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? To go along with that and what everyone else said, as our population becomes bigger and we start depleting the resources and things like that, and I mean, for toilet paper, for food, for water, I mean, whatever, for energy, gasoline, but we evolve, we're becoming so much more intelligent that we are finding ways to do it better and to leave a smaller carbon, footprint when we do it.
Yeah.
So many companies, tech companies, are having these building these humongous factories that have reduced greenhouse emissions. Some don't have any whatsoever. So you can see that we are adjusting as our intelligence level. I mean, the last 65 to 75 years, human beings have become incredibly intelligent. I mean, just the ramp up in technology. I mean, we invented a transistor, which is a switch. We turned that into a supercomputer. We can stuff millions and millions of them into like a quarter of an inch square. I mean, it's just amazing how intelligent we've become and how resourceful we've become, and how we're repurposing things that were, otherwise dead to us, land, water that was polluted. We're figuring out ways to repurpose that and use it. So it's almost like we're depleting the resources and the planet's kind of throwing a control mechanism on there. But I wonder if it's a mild control mechanism, like here's a virus. It will, like Pete was saying, it will take some of the people that are not really the in-betweeners or whatever. But at the same time, we can figure out how to adjust along the way. Maybe that's what it's telling us to do. Fix it. I'm going to throw this at you, but you can recoup from this. But now you got some things you need to fix. And either that or the next one could be the zombie apocalypse. Then you know what? If that happens, then I want to get a job mowing lawns like on The Walking Dead. Because every time I watch The Walking Dead, they're walking through town. Everyone's lawn is perfectly mowed.
Yeah. I'm just hoping they're more of the slow moving zombies, not the high speed zombies, or else I'm done.
Well, it depends on what producer made the movie. If it was George Romero, then early George Romero, they're all walking. I'm coming for you, Barbara.
Yep.
Then as you get to other producers in the later part of George Romero, then they're running, right?
Yeah.
At least in The Walking Dead, they drag their feet. They kind of like
I want John Carpenter. At least they're hot. I want to be James Woods.
Those are vampires, Pete, not zombies.
Oh,
we wouldn't be doing
okay.
it justice. We wouldn't be doing it justice to our paranormal group, who also has conspiracy theories that, if we didn't bring up the whole, close encounters of the third kind, and is this all some kind of ruse, and the governments are actually making a connection with extraterrestrials, and there's going to be some kind of big announcement coming up.
See, Kevin, I like to refer to it as conspiracy truth,
Of course you would.
not conspiracy theory. One other thing, like I said, since I have so much time to watch YouTube 28 hours a day, you know what the other thing was that was proposed along the lines of what you're saying, Kevin, is this has never been done for a virus. So biological war, real, whatever it is, but a lot of theorists are worried if you're watching the, oh God almighty, it just went right out of my brain. What's the super volcano there? Yosemite?
Yellowstone?
Mount St. Helens?
They think Yellowstone is really ready to blow, and I think that was one of their things is they want everybody to prepare themselves now to live indoors for a long period of time, because when that blows, pretty much the entire past the Mississippi east will be in darkness for months, just with the ash cover.
Yeah, I saw a meme on that. It said it was basically the scientists saying that the super volcano underneath Yellowstone is way overdue to explode, and the meme actually ended with, "Let me guess, April."
Well,
So I also heard a conspiracy theory that this was a released virus because it's not supposed to kill, the healthy, if you will, and that it was a way to prepare the world, if you will, the governments, for a pandemic to actually happen. That way they can be prepared if the worst were to come. This was a controlled virus put into the environment so that we can see what will happen when the worst will happen.
Yeah, we're gonna run out of toilet paper.
Right?
So.
That's all that I've learned.
Yeah, all the controls sitting there going, "Toilet paper? Are you kidding me?"
For respiratory, makes sense.
It's for all the people that are talking out their ass.
Oh my god.
Ayo. So see, everybody listening, this group of people that are talking right now has movie knowledge that you can't believe. And you probably are all as worried as I am, because you know how all this shit, excuse my language, happens in Hollywood. We're just waiting for Morgan Freeman to come on TV at any time and tell me I got 23 minutes before it's over.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, you're not going to make it to tomorrow.
I always picture myself more Samuel L. Jackson than Morgan Freeman. So, but
like the movie, what is it? Outbreak is trending. They knew they bomb a town. That's not giving me comfort. It was like that time I flew to Las Vegas and they were showing Titanic on the in-flight movie. You don't do that. Why don't you show Airport 77 right after?
Just the whole show of Lost.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch the Nicolas Cage one, Knowing?
Knowing.
Yeah.
I think I have, yes.
Where it followed the Adam and Eve theory at the end. Spoiler alert.
Yep.
I hope that ain't happening either. Look out for black stones that just randomly start appearing.
Well, I'm busy here looking up this Yellowstone super volcano thing. So.
Oh no, it's a real thing. Like the U.S.
I was
geology,
wondering,
it's earthquakes every day near it.
Yeah.
you look like you were concentrating pretty high there.
Was wondering what you were looking up over there.
So it says the Yellowstone supervolcano, thousands of times more powerful than a regular volcano, has only had 3 truly enormous eruptions in history. One occurred 2.1 million years ago, one 1.3 million years ago, and one 664,000 years ago. And despite what you sometimes hear in the press, there's no indication that we're due for another super eruption anytime soon. In fact, it's even possible that Yellowstone might never have an eruption that large ever again.
That may be true according to that website, but I'm sorry. Tom Hanks was the first one to get this virus, and he's Joe versus the volcano.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Kevin, conspiracy truth.
There you go.
Tom Hanks doesn't have the virus.
Oh dear
He's
Lord.
the chosen.
The picture he showed on Twitter was from like 4 years ago. I told you I have too much friggin' time on my hands. I need to do something. If I'm not
Okay.
like getting up and foraging for toilet paper in the morning, I'm on YouTube.
Well, here's an article in Forbes, which is a trusted news source. This is dated March 23rd, 2020. You'll never guess what. Yellowstone's infamous supervolcano system is not gearing up to an eruption, and volcanologists aren't warning that there are high risk or anything dangerous happening on or around Yellowstone. Anything read to the contrary is, I promise you, fear-mongering clickbait of the highest order. And you guys bought into it.
Yeah, but that's Forbes magazine. That's all the rich people going, don't worry, don't take your stocks out. It's fine.
Here's another person. It's bullshit, fear-mongering. Yellowstone is fine. Wash your damn hands and stay home, or we'll sacrifice to a volcano that isn't quite so fine, okay? Yeah.
Well, when Tommy Lee Jones shows up, I don't want to hear nothing about it.
You know, if it's the end of the world, the way I look at it is we're all going to go down, so we'll all go down together.
Yep.
All at the same time, or one on each other, opposite sex, or what?
Well, according to the supervolcano, it's going to take a while because looking at the map of the hot ash, we're only going to get about maybe 1 to 3 millimeters over this far. So we probably got some time before it happens. But
It's not going to be at the same time, Pete. It's going to make you watch.
I mean, we're learning so much this year. We're learning that the moon is hollow and it's an actual artificial satellite. We're learning that the U.S. government is hiding the other Earth, Nibiru, right in front of our faces.
well, stop.
Okay,
Go back
no
to
more
this.
going online, Pete.
We need to disable Pete's internet.
What is this other Earth you speak of?
Nibiru.
Nibiru, of course.
It shows itself and then disappears.
And you have photographs of it?
No, but it's like that mysterious floating Chinese city that just shows up in the sky every now and then.
And you see
Does it
pictures
talk
of
to you,
it?
Pete?
They do have a picture of the floating Chinese city. Look that one up.
Are you seeing Nubu right now?
Am I seeing Vugu? Vindaloo, the Indian food? I could go for some Indian.
Yeah, if you thought that diarrhea was bad earlier.
Is Maeve showing you the floating Chinese city?
I had never seen it before.
I've seen it before.
Personally,
it's either
or
great
just
Photoshop or it's the real thing.
I don't
It's a
know.
good photo job. It's good Photoshop.
It's either Photoshop or that was the first chance of everybody messing with that video augmentation app.
Vinny P over here is telling me Nibiru's already here.
Of course it is.
So are you guys stocked up? You got toilet paper?
I do. I think I'm
Got a
good for.
bidet.
Aw, you never did send me that link.
Oh, I forgot about that. I'll listen.
You're using a bidet.
It's life changing.
It
I
is
could imagine.
flipping wonderful, okay? We've had the same roll of toilet paper for the last week and a half.
Oh.
Can't get Kevin out of the bathroom now.
So you're just jettisoning a stream of water up your ass and you're just not wiping? You're good with that?
You use like 1 or 2 sheets to clean up, but I mean...
I'm sorry, though. I understand people are dying, and I don't mean to make fun of this. But the other side of me, you guys have to admit, the memes are freaking killing me with this.
Oh yeah.
between the Tiger King and the COVID-19 memes, my year is set.
I was laughing for like 3 minutes before I came on the air with you guys. I saw one. It's like, a month ago, I used to spin that toilet paper like I was on the Wheel of Fortune. Now I spin it like I'm cracking a safe.
You,
So
you
want me to
did
put the
call
bo-
it, Pete. You did call it right. You let me know. God, it was a while before the pandemic came down. That toilet paper was going to be an issue, and I should start stocking up. You did call
Yeah.
that.
I know how stupid people are, so unfortunately, you need to be prepared for other people's stupidity.
Well,
While they call you a hoarder, I call it being smart.
Yeah.
when this whole thing first started and the toilet paper thing was happening, I was trying to figure out why, and it said that it was because there were rumors that you were going to be quarantined to your house and not allowed to leave. So that's why I thought the toilet paper thing was happening. But that never happened, and it's still running out of toilet paper, so I don't get
Yeah.
it at all.
And I mean, for those listening, I mean, it is getting scary near us. I know a few people now that have been in contact with people who have it, so it's here.
Yeah.
You know, they
yeah.
keep saying out there it's not a real thing. It's as real as cancer, people.
Yeah.
I went to Walmart today in North Utica, and in the self-checkout aisle, they have to wipe down between every single person because of the case in Utica. That's what the
Really?
told me.
Wow.
But well, I don't know if I'm supposed to mention place.
Were they just wiping down with toilet paper, spraying and just using
Yeah,
toilet paper and
yeah.
wiping it down?
Just
Damn them.
essentially, they just spread it out, and you have to put it on top of the toilet paper.
Have you seen yet where they've been installing the plastic shields? Where the hell was I? The post office have the plastic shields up now.
Really?
I've seen people.
You have to
making
slide
them,
like
the
your
companies
package
making
under
them.
the plastic.
Hannaford, the grocery store has that. You know, there's a plastic shield that keeps you from the cashier, but the poor person that bags your groceries, he's literally 6 inches from you. That poor schmuck, he has no protection. They're like, the cashier's like, oh man, stay back. I can't catch the coronavirus. Then the guy bagging the groceries puts him in your cart. He's like, thank you. You know, he's literally like a
He's
foot away from
exposing
you. Yeah. Sneeze on him, breathe on him, everything. You know, they don't care about that, apparently.
Oh Lord, we'll make it through it. I got faith.
Yeah.
Well,
We all have a purpose for here.
I know we'll make it through it now, but then now we got to face the freaking volcano after.
Or the second.
I'm not really worried about the virus, Rich. You gave it to me in November, so I mean, me and you are good. We already lived through that.
Somebody just take one for the team and go and sit on Old Faithful or something.
You want me
He
to get
still
Mike
he
to
still
go?
thinks that I gave him the coronavirus back. It was like October. I got sick where we were on the road lecturing, going to different places, and I got sick. And
Really sick.
he got sick also. Pete, I guess, did afterwards, but he thinks it was the coronavirus.
Oh, I don't think.
I tell you what, we've been saying that for the last couple of weeks. There's actually reputable news companies that are actually putting out articles that it's a possibility.
Really?
Could be. I guess anything's possible.
Whatever you do, don't believe Snopes, because all you have to do is learn who owns Snopes. Is that how you pronounce it? Snoop, Snope, Snip,
Snopes.
however it is.
Think of it this way: you're going
You type
Snoop,
that on there.
Snoop.
Every conspiracy theory that I fully believe in, they tell me it's not true. So they're full of crap. Full of crap. Alex Jones is not that stupid. He's very entertaining. I've been watching him on YouTube now.
Well, someone posted on Facebook the mark of the beast now. Let me see. What was that about?
666.
No, when it comes to currency. Hold on, I'll find it.
Because they're moving us to a cashless society.
Yes. Something like that.
Wasn't that part of the whole, people have chips in their hands and whatever, you just walk
Right.
by?
That's the mark of the beast.
Yeah. You just walk by, swipe your hand, and you automatically paid for it.
Yeah, but they're doing something where because of this whole pandemic, I can't find the post now. It looks like this person took it down. But they said, looks like the mark of the beast. where they're going to somehow, I don't know, give you some kind of some system of currency. It's not going to be a chip embedded into your hand or something. That's what the big conspiracy nuts are all about. But
Yeah.
this is something that's similar. Like if there's no money involved, it's got to be something that you're tracked by or something.
Okay, I just want to tell you that I Googled it, and the first one that popped up about the microchips in the Mark of the Beast is from the Christian Post. So.
Yeah, well, of course, them. But
But
this
it
is on
sounds like
Facebook.
that-
I saw somebody put it up.
It sounds like that movie where people pay for everything with time in their life.
Oh, yeah.
And
Huh,
like you can
yeah.
transfer over time left over in your life, and once your time runs out, you're dead. So you have to like run home to recharge, because like every time you're home, you get some kind of currency built up again.
Sounds familiar. I'm not sure if I've seen that.
Hold on, let's find out.
The hell are you watching?
Seriously? I remember that.
Well, Pete wouldn't know. It wasn't on YouTube yet.
Yeah, it's not on
know.
YouTube, Pete.
Look, I watch two things religiously. I watch Townsend's, which is 18th century cooking. The guy is amazing. And then I watch everything freaking paranormal that you can imagine. Metaphysical. Let me tell you, the comedic people, they're great. Later, I'll send you guys a couple links to Arcturian Activation. That guy's voice, it puts me to sleep the minute I hear it. I'm pretty sure he's hypnotizing me and making me kill people or something, but...
Keep watching YouTube.
So yeah, the movie I was talking about is called In Time.
In
It's got Justin Timberlake and Amanda Seyfried, and everybody stops aging after 25, but they have to like bide their time at that point.
I wrote it down just so I can check it out later.
I've only seen it once, but it's just like one of those weird movies.
It's not amazing, but the concept is there.
Oh, here it is. I found the article I was talking about. This this stems to Nancy Pelosi. She's ensuring that every American will get Mark of the Beast in the new coronavirus relief bill.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'm looking for right now how she's going to do this. Oh, she's basically, she also wants to put here's what it says in here. We also ensure that citizens are enlisted in a new program where a barcode on the forehead or the right hand will be used to purchase with your new digital currency called Beast.
You know, I understand I got a few tattoos, but I'm not having a barcode stuck across my forehead.
Mm. Well, if anyone would think of it, it would be her. That's a little extreme, but there was another article that was a little bit different. But
See, and this goes into what we say about the messenger. This is how I feel with people in ufology. This is how I feel with a lot of people in the paranormal. I mean, you're here listening to us because we're joking around, but we're very serious. But this is probably a major, like Mavid mentioned, a major Christian religion pushing this thing. And it's like, this is why everybody else tunes you out. Nobody listens to your message anymore.
Yeah.
It's the same with like the people who literally show up with the tinfoil hat on and say, the CIA's reading my thoughts right now. Well, then get the hell away from me. If they're reading yours, they know what the hell I'm thinking.
I don't want you to know.
Yeah, when we're on an investigation, we're pretty professional. This is where we get to
Blow off
be
a little steam.
ourselves and blow off our steam and laugh.
Especially
about,
since we've all been in our
like
houses
that
for
head
weeks.
that's rolling around on Pete's screen right now.
No,
I love that head.
every single day, Chris.
No,
You know,
no,
I
just knocked it over.
I've been staring at that head waiting for the eyes to move or something.
Oh, fun
Well.
Loki. Oh, Jesus, you got to go on a diet.
By itself.
all right, folks,
Can I ask one more movie reference?
Sure.
one more movie reference.
You guys know a lot of weird movies. I can't think of the name of it. I can't find an international movie database. It was on Rhonda Up All Night Sheer one time. It was about Paul Rudd, not Paul Rudd. Who's the other guy? Oh God, he was on My Two Dads.
My two dads. Okay.
The hell's his name? But anyway, he was in a high-rise
Was
building.
it Paul
The
Reiser?
building- Yes. Yes. He was in a high-rise building, and the building was trying to kill him.
Oh.
Did you guys ever see that?
I don't remember that.
Did.
I remember. Well, I didn't see the end. I've always wanted to see the end of it, but it's yeah. He was like in a building, and he just kept like ending up in like the ductwork and
The
and
tower.
The tower.
It says a man working at a corporate building finds himself and a colleague trapped inside with a homicidal security system hell-bent on killing them both.
Yes.
I remember this.
Take that,
I wonder-
YouTube. You couldn't find it.
See,
Is it on YouTube?
you got to no, you got to search Google and not YouTube.
I literally Googled it, yes.
All right.
I do remember that movie, though.
You want me to spin the box anymore, Rich, or you?
Well, it's going on 8. It's about 6 minutes past 8:30. So.
Oh, we said we were going to go 7 to 9.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
That's what Pete's post said.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know what time you were going. We can shut it off.
I mean, you can leave if you want.
You know, it's
Well,
okay.
now go to the tower.
For
you
everyone
gotta-
out there that needs a movie to watch right now and needs something that's about killing the whole human race, maybe you should check out Maximum Overdrive.
Ooh, I haven't seen that in a long time.
We need to make a movie about a killer spirit box.
Can we shoot it at Rucker?
Yes.
With KLAUS.
Yes. The name of the movie be KLAUS.
And you
Can
can't
we get
see the
Larry
name,
to
you
play
have spell
Klaus?
Larry.
Let's get Larry to play Klaus.
Since when did he become Voldemort? I just want to know that. I mean, if they went through the entire Harry Potter movie going, you can't say VOLD.
it. Stop.
The kid that must not be named.
There you go. You know who.
We do need to make
You-
a comedy movie. I think we could do a really good one.
No, not a comedy movie. A horror movie.
Yeah, horrible.
You know-
comedy.
You know, it'd end up being a comedy.
Well, Pete's involved, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not against bringing young children in and filming them in a haunted location. I don't care.
I got a couple. We'll bring them. It's fine.
Jesus.
It'd be a great movie if we did the Paranormal Birthday Party.
Yeah.
We've lived that.
That was a good night.
You get all the girls like, yeah, and all the boys like,
Hands down, the girls are braver than the guys.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
Teenage girls are braver than teenage boys. Who would
they're
have thought?
like 12, 13, so their voices really didn't know if they wanted to be screaming, high pitch or deep.
And apparently they like Pizza Hut.
They clung to each other.
Would they eat like 14 pizzas or something?
There was a lot of pizzas that got devoured.
There wasn't even any left when we were done.
We were there just to entertain and to educate. We weren't there to eat or partake in the festivities.
No, we had to end up going to Denny's and risking our life both with cow main poisoning and the local indigenous population. At 3:30 in the morning, the local drunkery. Why are you eating my breakfast? Because it's on my plate.
They have a place to be, you know. Those people need to go someplace at that time of night. Denny's, Utica.
Yeah.
Why not?
Feel good comfort food. Great going in, just as good going out.
I don't know. The only thing I ever get there is coffee, and I try to get a slice of pie, but that seems to be a challenge. So
Hit or miss, hit or miss.
yeah, so it's coffee. You're like give me the lumberjack slam, and then I'll get a side order of this. I'm like, what?
Little moons over my hammy.
Yeah, I've had that a few times. But Pete, what do you normally get when you go to Denny's, Pete?
I do. I got to give it to Rich. We've been in like 30 different Denny's.
Do we
and
have
every
this
time he
much
tries
time to
order
go
food,
over
they
what
don't
Pete
have it.
eats?
I'd like apple pie. We don't have that. It's on your menu. I'd like vanilla ice cream. We don't carry that. I'd like coffee. We're all out.
Again, everything is on the menu that I order. I
The
don't
best
ask
deal-
for anything outside of the menu.
I
I
do
get
have
the
to say,
lumberjack.
every time that we've gone to Denny's and Pete and Rich is like, you guys got any pie? They're like, no, we got cobbler. You want that? Is that pie?
It's nothing. It's not even remotely close to being pie.
Yeah, a little remote.
All right, I'll have that one time you're like, I'll get the my whatever it is, my ham eater. Like, we don't have ham. I asked for ketchup one time, they didn't have it.
Well, the one in New Hartford closed. That was the worst.
Yeah.
It was like what, a week?
The worst.
Yeah.
It was like what, a couple weeks after we were there.
It was
Service is
like the week
bad. Yeah.
after.
Yeah, a week after.
Yeah, we sat there for like an hour and a half looking at our food cooling down on the counter, and we're like, it's right there. Can we just get it?
We should all
Hopefully
just
it
got
was
up and
my-
walked over.
Hopefully, it was my review on Yelp that
I kind of think it was. I think they had a lot to do with the Pete, because it was like just one day they just locked the doors and just never came back.
Yeah, the employees didn't even know.
They're like, listen, we're closing. We're done. No, you don't understand. We got a Yelp review from Peter Leonard, and that carries some pretty heavy weight.
He knows the food.
They could have told the employees. They said, "We got a bad Yelp review. We're shutting down, and it's your fault."
Kevin, I was arguing with the owner of a restaurant via Facebook while I was still in the restaurant. Up in Old Forge, like, it was the worst service I ever had, and I went on the Facebook, whatever it was there, and I left them a horrible review. And the owner's like, well, it has to be whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, why don't you come talk to me? I'm in booth number G34 right now. Never came over. So then I went on Yelp and I took care of it. But
Are they still open?
yeah, I'm not going to say who they are because it's like a local treasure up there. And if I ever go back, they'll probably spit in my food.
Oh, I know who you're talking
I
about.
feel like I know who it is too.
It's near the hardware store.
Yep.
All right, we had like 12 or 13 people watching this, and we got down to 7. So let's fire up the spirit books now that we got all the weeds out of here.
I thought, were you, what?
Huh?
Fire it up.
We're doing this?
Let's do it, Pete.
Fire it up.
All right, 5 more minutes and I got to go poop.
Pete, try and refrain for asking for all the ladies out there.
Yeah.
All the single ladies.
See, we could do this all night because Todd doesn't have to go home from the studio. He's working from home now.
He's just gonna go to bed and we'll be up all night.
We're just going to watch the watch party disappear.
It's gonna be like Rhonda there with USA up all night.
Is there anyone named Gilbert out there? Dude!
Did that just say no?
I said, dude, that's what it sounded like to me.
Wow.
That was weird.
Hello?
Pete, let me ask a question.
Good.
What is my favorite kind of pie?
Did you hear her?
No.
There's a voice that said pie.
What is my favorite flavor of pie? That's what?
Did it say hair?
What's wrong with you?
Wow.
It's show, God love it.
Come on, fella. What is my favorite kind of pie?
Who? What is Rich's favorite type of pie? Bacon? Bacon pie?
Not sure. Never had that. I'm willing to try it.
Yeah, I just want to point out that when we fired up the spirit box, we had 10 to 11 viewers, and then when Rich said, "What's my favorite kind of pie?" it dropped back down to 8.
I did see that. Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, speaking of food and YouTube, there's a guy called the Crazy Russian Hacker,
I've
and he
seen
eats
him.
like these 60-year-old meal ready to eat or whatever.
The
But
MREs.
these Amish people, I think it's Yoder, they actually sell survival bacon in a can. It's already cooked. It's like wrapped in wax paper and it's sealed in a can. I got to see if I can find some of that for the upcoming apocalypse.
Hmm.
Why don't you buy a pig?
Where the hell am I going to keep a pig, Kevin?
Backyard.
Just put cat ears on it, and Candy would never know the difference.
I need to find the Ark. Can somebody tell me where it is? Where is the Ark? Rich would like some pie. What type of pie does Rich like?
Vicky posted that it sounds like cherry, but
All right, I'm gonna try and do something here. Is there anybody
About
in
time.
my home that would like to contact me or give me a message that can reach through Pete's portal to deliver that message?
Kevin has asked a question. Does anybody in his house wish to speak to him? There's a very faint lady coming through. Do you have a message for anyone here? Marianne. Who's Marianne? Are we doing something we should not be doing?
Marianne, do you have a nickname?
Very faint. Oh my God, Rich, the next one we should do, I should hook up my Angry German Spiritus app into this too. Is there anybody here who'd like to talk to us?
Brutal torture.
She's doing good, Kevin. She's going to out-survive all of us.
All the chemicals that they had over there? Yep.
Right. Oh no, you got Spiritus up. Communicate with us through the four-way. I don't know what that means either. Can you talk to me? Time is short. The portal can only stay open a little longer. Please, please, please talk to me. We must know. We must know. What is my name? Hello. Would you like to formally convey your presence? Hi, Loki. Oh, be careful. Don't get burned on the candle. Don't get
Hey,
burned.
Loki.
Do you like the cat? All right, I'm going to shut you down in 3, 2. Now's your chance. 1. Nothing is allowed to follow us or anyone listening home. I shut you down, and you will stay where you're at and remain there. And as always, I cover you all in protective white.
Protective white.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I got a call.
5 seconds.
What's going on for 5 seconds?
I don't know. That's the problem.
I'm preparing to give white stuff all over everyone, apparently.
So what did
Wow.
we learn from tonight's episode?
That there's a
Absolutely.
second Earth.
Yeah, right?
That you've made me waste 2 hours of YouTube watching time.
Yellowstone is not gonna explode.
Except it might.
I hope it does, just to prove you wrong.
Thanks, Pete.
That's always my favorite argument with conspiracy people. I hope it happens, just so you learn.
If it does explode, I'm gonna be a thanks a lot, Forbes.
Yeah. I'll never read another article of yours on free online again.
Oh, you said Forbes. I thought you said Ford. I'm like,
No,
okay.
Forbes.
Okay.
Not like Chris
Okay.
Ford.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Like his cousin, Chris Forbes.
You suck, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
Chris, you suck.
Oh,
So anyways, we got a couple hits, but it was very difficult to kind of, at least from my ears, I couldn't really hear a lot that was going on. Earlier on, though, I did hear a little bit of it because it was kind of weird coming through my headset, but it almost sounded a little bit like a growl a couple times.
yeah.
Again, who knows?
That dog barking sound in the beginning was weird. I don't remember ever hearing that before.
No.
You were here.
Yeah, that was strange.
There was one. I'm going to have to go back and listen to what she said. There was an answer when I asked, "What do you do in your trousers?"
But you asked for Valiant Thor, right?
I did ask for
Yes.
Valiant Thor.
Yeah.
I thought I heard it say very faintly, Valiant.
Okay. Did you capture that on the audio recorder?
I will have to go back and listen.
That would actually be a pretty good one because that's a response. That's not coincidence.
Pretty sure I heard two voices say 3 times 7 when Rich asked the name or asked how old you are. So when you listen back on that one.
That's when you said there was a younger voice coming through.
Yeah,
And
there
an
was a
older
younger
voice coming
that
through.
came
Yes.
Twice that said 7,
Right.
and then an older male voice that said 7.
Then I asked, is it 7 or 77? Did you hear anything respond from that?
No.
I didn't hear anything.
Pete said that he heard 7 again. I thought.
Yes.
Check audio.
All right, good. Well, that's kind of wrapping up our quarantine episode here. It was kind of a,
A fun time.
it was kind of a fly by your seat of your pants episode here as we try to use the spirit box, which Pete gave us so much entertainment over the last couple of Facebook parties.
If anybody needs to, refer to my personal page, Peter Leonard. You can follow me as Pandemic Pete. I have a very important video out there to show you how to conserve toilet paper. Let's make that go viral.
I tell you what, when he showed his recipe on how to make a bologna sandwich, it saved my life.
It was riveting. I couldn't stop watching.
Did you like how I referred to it as German drizzle?
That was amazing.
But remember, Pete, you always cut it in diagonals like they're neatly folded American flags.
I like where your head's at, Kevin. Patriotism to the end.
Okay, guys. This was our last episode for March, and we'll see what April beholds for us. If we're gonna do some more Zoom content as we're all quarantined at our homes, we'll come up with something a little bit different than the spirit box from Pete's house.
Can we do it again Friday?
Yes, Pete. We'll do it again Friday.
Or really any night. I mean, I'm not going anywhere.
I got plans. I'm going on vacation. I'm going to the living room.
I wish I could go that far. That's the office.
Oh, yeah. The office is only Monday through Friday till 5 o'clock. So report to your bedroom for the night. You're done. Come back down tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock sharp.
I'll have to go do something else in my trousers.
Oh.
Hey, now.
Okay, so on that note, I think we're done.
Wink, wink, hint, hint, arugula, arugula. Okay.
Okay. Well, good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Pete, Kevin, Maeve, Chris, Todd, y'all have a wonderful evening. And
Thank you. You have a good night, too.
We'll talk to you soon.
Everyone
I love you all. Be careful.
Well, stay safe.
have a good night.